Hi viewers, this is Athar Mansoor from TRACS. In this video, we are going to have a very exciting discussion on a very interesting topic of international relations, and that is Pakistan-US relationship. Viewers, Pakistan and US relationship over the period of around 77, 78 years since Pakistan's independence from the British Raj has been it is just, it can be analogous, or it can be an analogy can be drawn, which is just like roller coaster ride. So Pakistan has had a very good periods of relationship, especially during the decades of 1950s and 60s. And the worst of the period came when Osama bin Laden was hunted down in Abbottabad, right beside the Pakistan Military Academy. So to discuss Pakistan-US relationship, especially the last 4 to 5 years, and how this relationship has evolved, I have today invited Daniyal Zahid. Daniyal, welcome to this extremely interesting and exciting discussion on Pak-US relationship. So, Daniyal, we have seen that Pakistan has recently been in very good books of the US, and the president of the US, Mr. Donald Trump, has been in fact praising the Pakistan's army chief as one of his, or rather his favorite field marshal. Similarly, he has had many good meetings with the Prime Minister, Mr. Shahbaz Sharif, also. So everything seems to be right from the perspective of Pakistan and Pakistan's relationship with the US and how it is healing. So for now, I think for my first question to you would be that can you shed light on the path of Pakistan-US relationship, especially during the last 4 years? Because we saw many sanctions during the Biden era. But now, as I have mentioned and I've explained to the viewers, and I think you'll also shed more light on it, that Pakistan is enjoying unprecedented kind of relationship with the US, where the US president has been praising the chief and the prime minister of Pakistan to an extent which has not been seen historically. So please, can you start with the first question of mine, that how this relationship has evolved during the last 4 years?
Thank you, sir, for inviting me to this to the show. Very rightly said that Pakistan is indeed enjoying unprecedented access to the US corridors of power, and it is very important to understand the context of this. And let me go back 4 to 5 years back. 4 to 5 years back, during Joe Biden's presidency, Pak-US relations were at an all-time low. Pakistan was blamed for US failure in Afghanistan. And if I recall correctly, when Biden was president, there was no meeting between Biden and the then Pakistani Prime Minister Imran Khan. This goes to show that relations were pretty low at that point. Pakistan, the US consistently blamed Pakistan for all its ills, as far as saying Pakistan was playing a double game. This, fortunately for Pakistan, changed when Donald Trump came to power. Donald Trump, when during his his first speech to the U.S. Senate, he appreciated Pakistan's effort in capturing a terrorist who was responsible for killing 12 American soldiers in a Kabul airport bombing in 2021. Similarly, the U.S. CENTCOM chief, General Michael Kurilla, called Pakistan a tremendous partner in the counterterrorism world. Now, these are high praises that were given to Pakistan. As you rightly mentioned, Donald Trump met Pakistani Army Chief General Asim Munir for a rare one-to-one meeting. Now, generally, the US presidents don't give audience to anyone except for a head of state. But this special meeting re-emphasized the importance that Pakistan's new administration has in the US corridors of power. One final thing I would also say, what I will also discuss is Pakistan has consistently helped the US with counterterrorism operations, especially after the Taliban regime came to power. So I think these factors are the reasons why US-Pakistan relations have improved significantly.
Thank you, Daniel. I think you have explained in a very comprehensive manner that how this relationship has evolved, especially during the last 4 years, from being at one of the lowest ebbs and now one of the, I think it's one of the friendliest kind of attitude or behaviors we are seeing as far as the leadership of the two countries are concerned. This brings me to my second question, which is that what, in your opinion, are the major reasons which have brought the two countries together? So I would like you uh, to mention the factors categorically, maybe two or three or four, whatever you think are the appropriate number, in terms of explanation that how these factors have played out and how the two countries have come together, and especially again from the perspective of the timeline, which is the last 4 years.
Great question. Okay, so first of all, I would start with the Pak-India war that everyone knows happened. So when India launched attacks on Pakistan, codenaming it Operation Sindoor, Pakistan retaliated, and even according to Donald Trump, they downed 7 Indian jets. Now, this was a start. What I personally think got Pakistan into U.S. good books, because the U.S. realized that Pakistan was able to militarily defeat India despite India having 10 times more advanced weaponry. So I think this sowed the seeds of Donald Trump's appreciation for Pakistan, that with China's help, Pakistan was able to demonstrate that it is a major military might which has to be taken seriously. Then this coupled with the factor that immediately after the conflict, on Trump's recommendation, Pakistan publicly praised Trump for the ceasefire. Now, keep in mind, India did not publicly praise Trump, and even India as far went saying that US has no role to play in Pakistan-India conflict. But Pakistan played it very smart. After downing Indian jets, it said that Donald Trump is responsible for creating the ceasefire, and then went one step further in nominating him for the Nobel Peace Prize. Now, I think even Pakistan knew that Trump would not get the Nobel Peace Prize, but this was a diplomatic masterstroke. So I think this factor played a very important role in Pakistan getting closer to the Trump administration. Second, sir, rare earth minerals. So there are a couple of there are a couple of critical minerals in the world that are known as rare earth minerals. They are used in everything from batteries to chips to plastics to textiles. Now China has a monopoly of these rare earth minerals, and it has banned export of them because of the US India trade war. Pakistan, according to sources, has 6 trillion reserves of rare earth minerals in the provinces of Balochistan and KP. Amongst this, it is very important to understand there's a mineral called antimony, which is used in flames and batteries. Pakistan has ample reserves of it. So what Pakistan did was Pakistan signed a 500 million deal with a US company called US Strategic Metals for large-scale exploration of these minerals. And it also announced that it will help the US develop 5 to 10 mining projects. So Pakistan made new laws, opened up its environment for the US companies, and the US, because it does not want to import from China. US turned to Pakistan for these very important minerals. So these minerals, and Pakistan used it very wisely, was another factor which brought the US and Pakistan closer together. Third, sir, cryptocurrency. I know cryptocurrency is a buzzword today. In very simple terms, cryptocurrency is a digital payment that uses blockchain to integrate financial systems. Now, Donald Trump and his family have a major stake in a company called US Financial. It is US Financial Market. It has a 60% major stake in it. What Pakistan did was Pakistan established Pakistan Cryptocurrency Council in 2025, and it started using blockchain to further that cryptocurrency. It also allocated 2,000 megawatts of surplus electricity for Bitcoin mining. Pakistan invested in the company World Liberty Markets, which I just told you, in which Donald Trump's family has a personal stake. So Pakistan used personal diplomacy. It catered to Trump's family interest and expanded its cryptocurrency investment to get closer to Trump. So Pakistan used cryptocurrency as a major tool in getting closer with the US. Third, sir, as you know, that as we speak, Israel and Hamas have agreed to a ceasefire. Now, Trump also understands that Pakistan is the only Muslim country with a nuclear arsenal. Pakistan has close relations with Turkey, Iran, Qatar, and all Arab countries. Donald Trump also recognizes that if a major peace deal has to be made between these two countries, then Pakistan has a very important role to play in it, because Pakistan is a major player in the Middle East. That's why Trump is also casual to Pakistan, and this factor has also played a role in bringing both countries together. Then the Afghanistan issue, sir. As you know, the US has major interest in Afghanistan, and ISS, Islamic State, has tentacles all across the region. Now, the US understands that Pakistan has some leverage over the TTA, and Trump is convincing Pakistan to use its leverage over TTP to convince IS not to attack the US. So Trump also understands that Pakistan has a role in Afghanistan. That's why it is on very friendly terms with the US. And finally, sir, Pakistan's strategic location. Pakistan is neighbors with China, Iran, Afghanistan, and India. All of these countries, US has a major economic, security, or some kind of interest in it. Now it is Trump who knows that if Pakistan is the glue that connects all the four countries together. So good working relations with Pakistan is important if the US has to increase its influence. So these 4-5 factors are the reasons why US and Pakistan have got so closer together.
Right, Daniyal, thank you so much for this really good explanation of the major causes or reasons which have brought together the two countries. So my final question, Daniyal, for today's video is, what is your analysis about what Pakistan has done right? And again, one or two things which you think Pakistan has done right that have that played out and that are significant in terms of this relationship. Especially, we see that lately the Prime Minister of Pakistan has even saluted Donald Trump, and he has said that he is going to nominate Donald Trump again for the Nobel Peace Prize. So, in the light of that, what do you think? Is it extreme flattery or something else which Pakistan has done right?
So Pakistan has done a couple of things right. First of all, good diplomacy. So Pakistan has used its good offices in the Middle East, Afghanistan, to build up working relationship with the US. As I mentioned, Pakistan has delivered on the counterterrorism promise. Then Pakistan is developing its mineral fields, its cryptocurrency, and Pakistan is using its strategic location for good purposes. So diplomacy has been a plus point. The Foreign Office must be appreciated. It is doing a lot of things right in building that close rapport. Second, sir, obviously flattery. I think if flattery had a face, then Shehbaz Sharif would probably be that face. You know, his salute and his nominating Trump for another Nobel Prize. I mean, I could see the world leaders who were sitting right next to Shehbaz Sharif when he was, saluting Trump, and I could see the faces, and it was just very awkward. But at least he's doing it right. He's getting the results, and we all know that Donald Trump is a very volatile figure. Flattery appeals to him. So if Shehbaz Sharif can use that flattery to, induce him and to get.
Sorry for the interjection here. It's very important to interject that even the Prime Minister, when he was saluting and after he finished, Trump was like, whoa, I didn't expect this, and let's go home. And he was like so much overjoyed and overwhelmed by that. And anyway, sorry for the interjection, but I wanted to say that. Anyways, go on.
Yeah,
Please.
sir. So we were talking about flattery. So I think Shehbaz Sharif is doing things right. I mean, he's jetting off to whenever he has a chance. He goes to Trump, and whenever he speaks with Trump, he finds a new quality of him that even I think Trump himself doesn't know about it. So he's doing that very right. He's convincing Trump that he is the best US president ever. So full marks to Shehbaz Sharif on that. And finally, sir, Pakistan is understanding that Donald Trump operates on personal whims. They're catering to his family interest. They are making sure that whatever the US wants, they give it to him. As I mentioned, counterterrorism, economic interest. So the Pakistan is playing that game very well. They've understood Trump and succeeded where India has failed. They have not let ego come in between. As we mentioned, Modi is still finding it hard to lower his ego and meet Trump, but Shehbaz Sharif is on another spectrum. So good diplomacy, excellent flattery, and understanding what Donald Trump needs at this point is the reason why Pakistan and US are currently very close together. And I think Pakistan is doing a really good job right now.
Right, Daniyal. Thank you so much, Daniyal. So viewers, you have seen that how Daniyal has dissected and how he has explained the evolution of this relationship between US and Pakistan for the last, especially 4 years, and how from being at a very low level, it has come up and now it is regarded as one of the best relationships. And again, discussing about that last event at Sharm el Sheikh, I think it was at Sharm el Sheikh, where the president of the US just instantaneously out of nowhere called Mr. Shehbaz Sharif on the rostrum. And then Mr. Shehbaz Sharif, for a couple of minutes, about 3 to 4 minutes, he mentioned how Donald Trump has been so instrumental in stopping 7 or 8 wars in this world, and he deserves the Nobel Peace Prize. And then he wished him the best of health and life. So this is very important for Pakistan in terms of, because US is still the superpower and the military might of the US, its economy is still the leading economy of the world. Although Pakistan at the same time enjoys a lot of good relationship with China, and it has never been a roller coaster in comparison or in contrast to the US. But Pakistan has to balance between the two giants, and Pakistan, I think, is rightly doing it. And viewers, it's very important that Pakistan should leverage its rare earth minerals, which Daniyal has highlighted. And the crypto also is an important thing in today's world because it is digital currency and many transactions through blockchain are being held or being carried out through crypto. So thank you so much for watching this interesting video, Daniyal. Thank you so much for explaining it in real detail with facts and evidence and a lot of data. And viewers, stay tuned for more. Join TRACS.